Dodgers shell-shocked in Game 6 of NLCS. St. Louis, the Los Angeles Dodgers liked their chances of achieving their avowed goal of reaching the World Series, even trailing 3-2 in the National League Championship Series and playing on the road. They had soon-to-be two-time Cy Young Award winner Clayton Kershaw on the mound Friday. Let's see if the St. Louis Cardinals can't trump that. The Cardinals did more than trump the Dodgers ace. They thumped him. Game 6, finally in the cards for Beltran. Kershaw, who came in with an 0.47 ERA in 19 playoff innings, was battered for 7 runs over 4+ painful innings by the suddenly resurgent St. Louis hitters as the Cardinals routed LA 9-0 in Game 6 to win their 4th pennant in 10 years. Held to a .178 batting average in the series coming in, the Cardinals took out their offensive frustrations on the most unlikeliest of candidates. They assumed control of the game with a 4-run third inning in which they forced Kershaw to throw a whopping 38 pitches, then knocked him out in a 5-run fifth. On the opposite side, wunderkind Michael Wacha was cruising through 7 innings of 2-hit ball. Catcher A.J. Ellis acknowledged he was shell-shocked at Friday's outcome. "It felt really great getting on that plane coming here yesterday, knowing who we had lined up, feeling good about seeing Wacha for a second time," Ellis said. "But you have to give him credit. He's the real deal. He shut us down twice in this series." Friday's matchup pitted the same starters from Game 2, the pitchers dueled the Cardinals 1-1-0 on an unearned run. They earned everything they got this time, collecting 10 hits against Kershaw, the Major League champion each of the last 3 seasons. Only once before had he allowed as many as 7 runs while lasting 4 innings or less, and that was in 2010. Matt Carpenter's ringing double at the end of an 11-pitch at-bat was the first of 5 third-inning hits against Kershaw as St. Louis batted around, then pounced on him again 2 innings later after driving up his pitch count. Kershaw said changes to his routine, the 5-day break between starts this time, and pitching on 3 days rest in the division series, did not impact his performance. "Thanks for trying to find excuses, guys," he told news reporters, "but I just didn't pitch well." The Dodgers had invested $234 million in payroll on a team whose mission, as stated by part owner Magic Johnson, was World Series or bust. Instead, they saw their best starter twice get outboxed by a minimum salary rookie in Wacha, who held them to 7 hits and no runs over 13 and 2/3 innings, beating them both times to earn NLCS MVP honors. "This is certainly not good enough. We said that from the start," Dodgers president Stan Kasten said. "We have goals. Our goals are to win a championship. We haven't gotten there yet, so we're going to keep working hard to get there." The pivotal third inning featured RBI singles by Carlos Beltran, Yadier Molina and Shane Robinson, making his first start of the series at center field to add a right-handed bat to the lineup, but also some wasted chances to limit the damage. Right fielder Yasiel Puig made 2 poor throws home in the inning, one allowing Beltran to take second and the other one sailing over Ellis' head, with both runners advancing a base. All but one of the runs in the third scored with 2 outs, with Kershaw unable to put away hitters as the draining inning dragged on. "Just didn't seem to be able to stem the tide at that point," Dodgers manager Don Mattingly said. "Took a lot out of him. That was a lot of pitches that inning." The Dodgers entered the series with an apparent advantage because they had their 2 Cy Young winners, Kershaw and Zach Greinke, rested and ready to pitch in 4 games. St. Louis, on the other hand, wound up getting only 1 outing from ace Adam Wainwright. But LA won only once in its co-ace's 4 starts, largely because it managed a total of 2 runs in their other 3 appearances, all at Busch Stadium. "We had Greinke and Kershaw give up some great outings and we didn't do anything for them," Adrian Gonzalez said. "We expected to win with their outings and we didn't, and that's why we didn't win the series." There was at least one extenuating circumstance in that shortstop Hanley Ramirez, a late addition to the starting lineup Friday after initially being kept out, was hampered from the first game on after sustaining a fractured rib when hit by a pitch. The second largest payroll in baseball history is supposed to buy some depth, though. What it couldn't buy was a typically happy Hollywood ending. It was suggested to Kershaw that the NLCS defeat did not take away from all the Dodgers accomplished in the season, including an NL West title and a stretch where they won 42 of 50 games. He wasn't buying it. "It kind of does," he said. "What does it really matter, making the playoffs or coming in last place, if you don't win the World Series? It doesn't really matter.